Hi, Nicholas. This is Ravi here. Thanks for giving me time for the interview. I actually wanted to know what are your early childhood memories in music? Are you from a musical family, or what got you hooked onto music, perhaps even cinema?
Hi, Ravi. Actually, I come from a very musical family. My grandfather's brothers and relatives all played classical instruments, and they played the national orchestra. My father is a film director, but he's a melomaniac. I remember having a piano since I was 3, 4 years old, a vertical piano, which I used to play a lot before, going to school and coming from school. So music has been an essential part, an essential background in my house and in my childhood.
What are the present projects you're working on? And I believe you're going on a tour to Spain. What does the calendar look like? I think my audience will be quite interested to know where all you're going to be performing now in the remaining months for 2026.
I got a lot of projects going on. I got I got my band Octaphonic, which is like a progressive octet. I got my homage to Astor Piazzolla's music, which is a reversion of tango music. We were touring, a lot in Latin America. I'm doing also my bipolar concerts with some symphonic orchestras, which is music that I composed in a few trips to Antarctica and a trip to the Arctic, which talks about environmental the problems we're having right now, and it's a way of making people travel to this latitude through art and through music. And I'm going to Spain right now to work with Miguel Bosé, who's a really big artist in Spain, which I produced since 20 years ago. And also I'm building a bridge with Japan and seeing if we can go with the Piazzolla thing to Japan. Also, I have another project which is a reversion of the music of the masters of Mozart, Bach, Beethoven, Stravinsky, with a punk band and an orchestra behind, which we are actually playing in Argentina, in Niceto, in a venue, in a rock venue. So yeah, the 2026 is really eclectic and really active.
What kind of music interests you most? There's huge range, and you know more than me. You've been from the Berkeley. So, what has been your favorite as a student, and after you've done your formal studies in music? What do you prefer?
The type of music that interests me most, I would say, is the one that puts me at risk. I hate to repeat myself. I get bored too easily, and I'm very curious. And I don't know. I can be one day, in front of a symphonic orchestra, and the other day I can be playing with my punk band. So I really don't believe in genres. I don't really care about genres of music. I just like music, and music that motivates me. Music that has some risk in it. That's why I love jazz so much and improvisation. Yes, I really what I really try to think of music is there's two type of music. The music that you like and the music you don't like. So I always prefer and I always try to work with artists and do the music I like.
What are your views about freestyle music, essentially like Ornette Coleman and some other big names? In fact, even there's a lot of influence in Frank Zappa's music or freestyle stuff.
I really like freestyle. Actually, The Shape of Things to Come by Ornette Coleman, and actually the first song, which is Lonely Woman, for me it's one of the greatest pieces ever written in the jazz language. I like his sound. I like the danger, that he inflicts upon. I like that it's about freedom and it doesn't follow any rules. For me, yes, Ornette Coleman. I mean, jazz is about improvisation, but I think that Ornette is improvisation inside improvisation. I also love Frank Zappa. Not so much. I mean, I love his music as well, but I like more his persona. I like how he thinks. I like how the consistency of his thoughts towards the world, and that's something that really appeals to me. That music is an extension of how you think and how you view the world, no, and how you would want to make the world different. So yes, I really like Ornette and Frank Zappa.